The structure of gynoecium, the central parts of flower. These parts, it is a gynoecium and individually it is called carpel. This part is called the carpel, and this carpel they get divided into ovary, style and stigma. This is a female reproductive whorl of flower, and this female whorl is divided ovary, style and stigma. This ovary, it is a swollen basal parts of flower, and it is important for the reproduction process. Next one part, it is a style. The style is a elongated structure, and stigma, it is a sticky nature. You know the central parts, it is a gynoecium. Individually this gynoecium, it is called the carpel, and this carpel, the inside of the carpel present ovules. This is the structure of carpel, and it is a female reproductive whorl of flowers. This flower is divided into 4 whorls, 2 calyx and corolla, it is the accessory whorls, and androecium and gynoecium, it is the essential whorl of flower. And now this basal parts or this disc-like structure, it is called thalamus. But sometimes flower present pedicel. Flower they get forming the pedicel, but some plants do not pedicel. The pedicel. Pedicel means it is a stalk of flower, and this stalk is present in some flower or some flowers. The stalk is absent. This flower it is called the non-pedicellate flower. Stalk is present, it is called pedicellate flower. This is a basal parts or stalk. It is a thalamus. It is a disc-like structure, and this thalamus there arises this essential whorl and accessory whorl of the flower. Calyx and corolla, it is a accessory whorl, and androecium and gynoecium, it is a essential whorl of the flower. These parts, this androecium or stamens, is a male whorls, and these stamens they are also jointed in some flower, and some flower they get free. Means it is also in the ovary or carpels, they are also similar position, or they get fused syncarpous or apocarpous condition in flower. Okay, this is the structure of flowers, and this flower is very important role for the sexual reproduction, because having the male and female reproductive parts, and this male and female reproductive part is very important for the reproduction process. Next part, next point, the next term, pollination. Pollination means transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of flower. It is called pollination. You know these pollen grains? These pollen grains means as found in the anthers, and these pollen grains after maturation of this anther, they get break dehiscence, and these pollen grains they are transferred to the stigma of flower, and this position, these pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of flower. This process it is called the pollination. Understand, this pollination means pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of flower. It is called pollination. There are 2 methods of pollination: self-pollination, and cross-pollination. Self-pollination and cross-pollination. This is the 2 types of pollinations: self-pollination and cross-pollination. The self-pollination means pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of same flower. Anther to stigma of same flower. This process it is called self-pollination. pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of same flower. This condition is takes place in bisexual flower. This bisexual flower having two hairs, means androecium and gynoecium is found in there in this flower, and that time this type of pollination is occurring. Means the pollen grains are transferred from anther to stigma of same flower. This is called self-pollination. The next type is cross-pollination. Cross-pollination means the transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma of another flower. Other flowers, pollen grains are transferred from next flower, another flowers. This process, it is called cross-pollination. And this cross-pollination is occurring in some attractive flowers, or with the help of some biotic agents are important for this cross-pollination. This cross-pollination is occurring or that takes place with the help of birds, insects. This pollination is occurring. Okay. Next one point, the sexual reproduction. The sexual reproduction, it is a biparental, and this reproduction process occurring genetic variation. The genetic variation means this offspring is different from their parents, and evolutionary changes is occurring in the next generation. And this sexual reproduction takes place in plants, but these plants, there are important parts like flower, and this flower is very important for the sexual reproduction. And the flower divided 4 whorls: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. And these male and female reproductive whorls are occurring in flower. This flower, it is called bisexual, and some flower is unisexual. The unisexual flower means only one, the androecium is present or gynoecium is present in this flower, and this type, it is a unisexual. The next term, pollination. This pollination is takes place with the help of abiotic factor or biotic factors or biotic factor, or biotic agents or abiotic agents are important for pollination. The abiotic agents like the wind, water, and biotic agents like insect, birds and bat. This is an important living organism. Biotics means living and abiotics means non-living. Abiotics factors like winds and water. With the help of wind and with the help of water, the pollen grains are transferred from one flower to another flower. Means some flowers are non-attractives. This colorless flower, mostly the colorless, unattractive flower, this type of organisms or abiotic factors are used, means winds and waters are useful for the pollination. But in some biotic factors like living organisms, insect, birds, bats, they are very important for pollination, and with the help of insect, the pollen grains are transferred from one flower to another flower. But some characters are seen in flowers, like the flower is attractive, colorful, and the insect they get attracted towards the flowers, and pollen grains are transferred through one flower to another flowers. Means mostly the cross pollination is occurring in biotic agents, means living organisms. Mostly the 85% insect pollination is occurring, and remaining birds and bats are also important for pollination. This is a biotic and abiotic agents are important for pollination. The next point, double fertilization.